So, when we last left our adventurers, they had separated to, well, not to anything. Virgil had split off from the group to try and discover more about his grave, and Eve decided to go along with him. That didn't turn out very well, as they met a dreadlord, and yes, all that ensued, and that was covered last time. Meanwhile, the rest of the party discovered some new information concerning the carnival. But eventually they reconvened at the Wandering Weasel, where Virgil was not only able to get more information from the Raven Queen, who made a surprise visit, but they also found out some more information about Chelavi, who has revealed to the party that they have been feeding Still Havity information the entire time. This proved a shock to some and not to others, but Chelavi has left the bar as Virgil and Gazarkul pursue. To what end? Not quite sure. Meanwhile, Veritas and Eve try to get in contact to warn Eve's parents about a mysterious vision that Gazrakul has apparently known this whole time, and the whole reason for him being here. Seeing the death of two halflings standing in front of Still Havity, apparently gloating, saying this is why. But in an attempt to make this warning, Veritas found two targets. Unsure of which one was really Eve's mom, he picks the closest one, which replied with confusion, but knowing of who he was. Which has left Eve and Veritas with a bit of what the fuck. Meanwhile, Bosch regales some tales to Tommen, but also is a little concerned about Tia, who, for some reason, has split off from the group to have a conversation with someone. But we rejoin our two investigators as Virgil and Gazrakul. You are following Chelavi down an alley, and I would like the both of you to make a perception check.
That's a 14, my lord.
A 14 from Gazrakul, and a 26 from Virgil. Gazrakul, you are flying across the seascapes. Unfortunately, this does not give you a very good view of those that would be wandering through the alleys. It does, however, grant you enough view to follow Virgil, who does have a good view of the inner alleys. Virgil, you're able to keep pace with Chelavi, but also able to stick far enough behind to not be noticed. Eventually, she makes a hard corner into what you would know to be a dead end. And looking down, you can see that she has stopped and is standing there. She's not facing you, by the way.
She stopped and just standing. She staring at like a wall at the end, looking down.
She seems to be staring into a space nearby and seems to be waiting.
until see something happen, I guess. Like, this is flashbacks. Fucking Veritas in the graveyard.
Alright. Then I would like you and Gazrakul to roll stealth checks. You may both do so with advantage given your particular selections of movement.
Spot, maybe we're going to
Unnatural 20.
We're going to the bedroom.
Alright. You are able to wait in the shadows stealthily. And eventually your patience is rewarded, although you're not sure if that's a good thing. As you see apparating in the air in front of Chelavi, a form familiar to you, Ra, as you just recently met him, as a pale tiefling apparates in the space before Chelavi. Yes, is there something you wanted? I want to know how long you're going to drag me along for. Really? That's it? Oh. You know how this works. Honestly, I don't understand why it is that all of a sudden you are so uppity about these things. I want you to release them. And I told you I would release them once I had what I wanted. And you still haven't told me what that is. Only saying that Eve had to live.
You could sleep in the chair.
And that is what I want for now.
Okay. Hey, Chucky.
Do not worry, young one. It'll all become clear soon enough. Preparations are almost complete in Waterdeep, you know. Now, if that's all you have to say, then I would like your report.
Let's go see what's up.
You seem to have been affected by something, so why don't you start with that? Shelby kind of pauses. It would appear that Bahamut will be coming to arrest Tommen for the events the other night. Oh? Really? King of Dragons? Oh, I would like to see the look on his smug face. See me again. It was a fun time last time, you know. Is that it? Yes, that's it. And give me a moment as I roll a deception check for Chelavi. Uh-oh. Now I have to roll an insight for still heavy. Chelavi rolled a 7. And one arrogant son of a bitch rolled a natural 1. Oh. Ha. Well, that is entertaining news, albeit a bit useless. Do try to come back with something a bit more juicier next time. Oh, and the one I haven't met yet, Virgil. How is he doing?
turn out.
Last you said that he was having some doubts.
Yeah, somebody didn't buy that today. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yes. Hmm. And did he dig up his grave? I am not sure. Things happened this evening that, aside from the Bahamut information, got separated. Well, if that is everything, then I will get back to what I was doing. I just can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets to Waterdeep. I caught something of his not too long ago. I think it'll be a good time. Anyway, goodbye. And the form of Stillhavity kind of vanishes into the etherealness. Shelby will begin to walk out of the alley. What do the rest of you do?
Gaz is waiting on Virgil to make a move.
You heard that conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Virgil is going to, as Chelsea is walking out of the alleyway, he is going to grab a feather from his cloak and try to time it to the point where when he drops it, it would fall in the midst of falling in front of her or already fall to the ground in front of her when she gets to the end of it. And he is beelining it back to the weasel.
Alright.
After hearing about Bahamut going to collect Tommen.
For funsies, roll an insight.
I don't like your funsies. Your funsies make me have like terrible nightmares.
Alright. You're able to incite the proper falling distance. and
Trajectory fucking.
And able to run off back to the weasel. Gaz, are you following Virgil?
I had an idea. We'll see where it goes. Gaz is going to hover around 100 feet in the air and cast message at Genevieve.
Alright. State your message. Or message it to me if you don't want the rest to know.
Oh no, it's fine. It's okay, there's no word limit on it. I was just checking.
It just has to be brief, that's all.
Yeah. Interesting conversation. Much said, much not said.
He doesn't have to know everything. Like you think he does.
There's what I want to do, and there's what I shouldn't do. I'll fly back to the weasel.
Alright. Meanwhile, at the Weasel, Veritas and Eve, you have just learned interesting news and are standing outside of the Weasel.
Yeah, I think we just finished processing this last time. So Eve is just gonna pat Veritas on the side of his amorphous blob sphere. And head back in, I guess.
All right.
Thomas rolls in with Eve.
You walk back into the bar and you see that Tommen is actually in conversation with Bosch. Really, a giant blue electric lizard.
Huh?
Interesting. I believe it is called a behir.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, but I guess now I do.
Yes, the more you know, and you swear you see a little shooting star kind of fly over his head.
Was just gonna put
Shut
that in
the fuck
chat.
up.
Ah, Eve Veritas. I trust your call went well?
Well, maybe?
Your hesitation implies otherwise.
Eve walks over and climbs awkwardly onto the tall bar stool and sits next to Bosch. Well, there were, 2 potential targets, apparently.
2?
So that's concerning.
Veritas is like rolls next to like a bar stool and just kind of sits there.
That is a little odd. 2 targets.
Have you ever heard of... never mind. Well, we did our best to make sure my mother was informed. I guess we'll just have to hightail it over there as soon as we're done here.
Well, it was Veritas that sent the message, right?
That's right.
Well, a small like nod.
Did you consider to think that maybe he thought of the wrong person? After all, he's never met your mother, has he?
No, but I did give him an illusion of her and described her and gave her name and everything.
Right. But perhaps he missed. Who knows? Maybe your mother has a twin out there.
Eve's eyes get wide and she just like looks down at the bar top and her eyes just start moving a lot.
Oh, wait, no. She doesn't have a twin. Sorry.
But if she had like a secret twin or something?
A secret twin.
Eve gets out her journal and starts writing in it feverishly.
I feel like she would have mentioned that. That would be an interesting story.
I mean, if it was a secret twin, then she wouldn't know about it.
Ah, secret to her. Interesting. Interesting theory. But yes, it is possible that perhaps he missed simply because he didn't know your mother well enough.
Eve suddenly, like, closes her journal and reaches into her bag of holding and is like, I'll be right back. And she walks out the door again.
Oh? Okay.
Veritas slowly rolls onto the bar stool.
supposed to say, a point from memory, the person who did receive the message knew Veritas's name and responded with it.
That makes this much weirder.
Yes.
Ah, Veritas. You're looking a bit, rounder.
Are you getting kind of tired, buddy?
Yeah. Brain hurts too.
You know, we'll cheer you up. A nice bowl of tomato soup. Here, let me get some. And he will go and retrieve some tomato soup for you, Veritas.
You see that Veritas perks up just a little bit.
There, see? Already working. But how about you, Bosch?
Maybe
I
we're-
noticed that Tia's not with you.
Yeah. She said she was taking care of some stuff. I don't know. I was gonna, head out a little bit later because, it's gonna start getting late.
I suppose it is a bit late, isn't it?
Would I have heard anything about a crowning of a...
It would be something that is known, kind of announced throughout the Witchlight Carnival at points, just like, the ending of it will be the crowning of the Witchlight Marnak.
Also, Tommen talked about it too.
And
to
Tommen
us.
mentioned it as well.
Okay.
Yeah. We should also probably, be over there for that. I mean, what if it's one of us?
That would be interesting. Although there's not really a way to tell. After all, they don't make the decision.
Finishing the bowl of tomato soup.
Yep, who does? Who makes decision?
Oh, that would be the carnival itself.
Like, everybody takes a vote?
No, like, the carnival, much like lots of the Feywild, has an energy of its own. Not really sentient, but alive in its own way. It just kind of is, much like many parts of the Feywild. That's why there are rules in the carnival.
I mean, there are plenty of places with rules, but, yeah, I get what you mean. Feywild has its own special rules.
Yes.
Tommen,
Yes?
do you dislike Mox?
I'm sorry?
Do you dislike Mox?
Do I dislike Mox? Why, no. No, I don't. Not in that general sense. After all, you are a good person, are you not? And I like you. You're one of my best customers.
Jiggles a little bit.
Veritas feel like Veritas don't know, and
You don't know what? Like, you don't know that you're a good person?
Well, you've done a lot of good things. After all, you saved Phandalin. All of you did.
Oh. Sorry, I don't even know what to say. Like, of course you're a good person.
Yeah. And not to like them, but you saved Phandalin twice again from Stillhavity. You also saved Sully. Sully. Oh my goodness. I just remembered something.
What?
I must request a favor from the both of you. I will unfortunately be leaving soon. Have to head off to have to head off somewhere very far away. Unfortunately, I will have to close the bar down. Lush will be coming with me, and I can only take one, and I can only have 1 + 1. And seeing how Jerry is the only one here right now. Hello. Yes, hello, Jerry. I will be taking him. But I need someone to take care of Wilnan and Sully while we are gone. Unfortunately, the two of them don't know that I'll be leaving as of yet.
Veritas pipes up, and you see like the purple gem kind of like lift up.
You can leave it to me.
It's good to hear.
I mean, I've got every confidence in you, but kind of planning to leave somewhere far away soon too.
Right, but your... How should I put this? Recent events have brought attention to myself, and I worry about those close to me. Those that I'd be unable to protect while I'm gone. So I'd actually prefer it if you took them with you on your journey to the Feywild.
Oh.
You have nothing to worry about. From what I know about Prismere, there are special rules concerning children that protect it.
And Wildan?
Wildan mostly just needs a place to stay. Do keep an eye on him. He doesn't quite remember everything he's capable of, and... Well, from what I've seen, he might be capable of some things that might be looked down upon by others.
How would people look down?
Oh, pretty sure their nose is too heavy.
We can make people's noses heavy.
Actually, yes, you could. But that's not in particular. I just... Remind me above game. Did Bosch and Veritas learn about the attack in the graveyard?
I don't think so at all.
I don't think we know about that at this point.
I think Eve mentioned that they'd met a Dreadlord and had to fight and escape from the Dreadlord. I don't think she mentioned where this happened, though, because she was trying to keep Virgil's secret.
Gotcha.
It was very brief and, you know, not very informative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very unlike Eve. Anyway... The recent news about the Dreadlord has me concerned.
Big scary lady?
Yes. But I feel as though, given that they are of the Shadowfell, heading to the Feywild, their direct opposites, would provide a certain level of protection. Far more than, well, just shacking them up here in the material plane.
Where are they now?
They're currently at the carnival.
Fun.
Well, it is the thing to do right now.
Veritas. Not in good shape to go out?
Looking back at his blobby form.
I mean, I was gonna head out there anyway. I guess I can be the person who rounds up all the people. Also, sorry, just catching up with things. Also occurs to me that the Kenjas are looking for Solly, so I'm gonna do the Prismeres. Probably also kind of safe.
Yes, I doubt the Kenches will follow you there. In fact, they'll likely be rooting for you to get lost in there. If they know.
Yeah. We didn't have to go fix things in Waterdeep. I would say just stay in the Feywild.
That has its own
Be safer than
problems.
coming back here.
That has its own problems, but I'm certain that you'll be back quick enough.
Hmm? Okay, well, we can do that. Are Sully and Wilnan, do they know about this?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
I only just learned about the, about going to where I'm going today, while they were out. So I have, Lush helped me, pack their things that they might need, and places down a small bag. If you'll deliver this to Wilnan, it will have everything that he'll need to,
Thanks, buddy.
stay away. Or stay safe.
Patrick hasn't seen Free Guy, so we're watching that. Oh, I don't even know what that is.
You can do that for sure.
Oh! Talking about where he's like at a game.
Doesn't seem like a very big bag.
Well, that's because it's a bag of
Everything?
holding. It's Wilnan's bag of holding.
Okay. And if it's his bag, then he should know what's in it.
Yes. A question for Eve. When you left, did you go very far?
No, not far at all. Like, kind of just right outside.
Okay.
Why?
Just wanting to know placement.
Okay.
Sorry, Bosch and Veritas, what were you saying?
You see Veritas kind of like squirm, and you see the form that he takes as the elven form that he takes, and his chest area, you can see that it's still the transparent blue, the blue glow with the crystal shining there, and his tongue is hanging out.
Well,
I
Just
think
a
I
spot
can
there.
go. This is the best Veritas can do right now.
it'll be just fine. You'll fit in with all the folks over there anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Good, if I don't see you again, good luck to the both of you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Apollo.
Good luck with what you're doing.
Thank you.
Sure hope, I sure hope we can catch up soon. It'd be weird not staying here.
Thank you both for what you're saying. Thank you, God, for Veritas.
Looking at both of you.
This is going to be real difficult, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I know. He
Do
said.
the best I can.
He said, "Thank you both for what you said."
You're welcome, Veritas.
Well, true.
But yeah, it would be hard to understand it because he does have his tongue hanging out.
Is it like an enlarged tongue, or is he just blep right now?
You notice that the tongue itself is a bit longer than a normal tongue. It looks like it could be more of like Naga's tongue or something like that, like something reptilian, and it's just hanging out of his mouth. And you see that his chest area has the purple glow to it and this blue, like discolored form, like this see-through look.
It's normal to me.
All right.
I'm good to go.
All right, let's head out, try to find them. Maybe by the time we catch up with Wilna and Sully, we will be done with her stuff.
All right. So the two of you head out?
I'm heading to the carnival.
All right. Well, before we get to that, Eve, you had stepped outside.
Yes, indeed. She's like right outside. She just got out the conch of listening and is just gonna use it to try to listen in on her mother.
Okay. I will remind you that
It's late.
That it's past midnight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can use it once a day, right?
Yes, which I rule as once per long rest.
Okay, so probably not gonna have a different use for it at this point. And Eve figures if there's something going horribly wrong, maybe there'll be some indication.
All right. You are incredibly familiar with this person. So a pretty big penalty to the wisdom save.
Gonna need that.
And you don't have anything of hers right now, do you?
Ah. Eve can also remove her old rapier from the bag of holding, which was a gift from her mother.
All right. All right. So I rolled a 9 on the die.
Ooh.
But the modifier subtracts 9.
Ooh.
So a total of 11. So a fail.
Yay. See if that gets me anything, but yay.
All right. Roll a perception check now as you listen closely to try and determine what's happening.
Shit!
Like mother, like daughter.
I could use my inspiration, but I feel like I'm gonna need that.
Oh. All right. You listen in closely, trying to hear anything, and you hear nothing. It's dead silent.
Indirectly taught Ahsoka to fight against himself.
Eve is unsure whether to be reassured or more concerned. There would have been some indication if there had been no target for the spell, yes?
There would be, actually. Whenever the conch of listening is active and listening to someone, you don't hear the ocean.
I see. Okay. Eve will just sigh. Kind of stuff the rapier and the conch back in her bag. Just stare out at the night for a few minutes.
Alright. You stare out, and eventually you see a dark shape in the sky, and another one on the side of a building.
Oh god.
Slowly approaching you.
Eve hurriedly backs up against the wall of the tree.
Alright. The figures get closer and closer, and Gazrakul and Virgil, you made it back to the bar.
Attack! Eve, what are you doing outside?
Oh, good lord. Oh, you people make quite a sight in the middle of the night. Oh, Nothing. I was just checking on my family. Oh, where's Chelavi?
We best talk inside about that one.
Oh, okay. Is she all right?
For now.
Yeah, as Gus said, she's fine for now.
Oh, okay. All right then. Let's go.
As you turn to walk into the bar, Bosch comes out.
Oh. Okay, that was a bit of a
Guys, you're
scare.
back.
Yeah, is everybody inside, Bosch?
Well, Richos was just coming out with me. And, so actually, I think everybody's outside.
Veritas waves from behind Bosch.
The hell is wrong with your face?
I'm tired. That's I got some do for that time.
Don't overexert yourself, Veritas. I've told you that. If you need to take a rest, man.
Eve kind of has been looking at him while this is happening. She just kind of tries to. Nope, she's too short. Never mind. She doesn't.
I'm gonna poke my head back in the bar for a sec.
Hey, Tom, you've been to this carnival before, right?
Oh, yes, I have.
I think anybody would care if Veritas was just a blob instead of what it looks right now.
They are generally more accepting there. I would say as long as he had his wings on, he would be fine.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Thanks. Sorry.
No problem.
You two going back to the carnival.
Ollie
Yeah.
and them. They have a problem of an actor.
Buddy, I think you can change back to your more comfortable form now if you want.
You see Veritas start to melt back into the blobby form.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. So it sounds like Tommen's gonna leave, and
Not really leave. You spare like a few moments. We need to talk as a whole. Everyone has to be here for this conversation. And we have to stop filling each other in bit by bit. Especially after even the events that's happened. Both of us.
okay.
You hear footsteps approaching.
I look. How far away are the footsteps?
Not very far. You look over and you see Tia approaching.
Oh shit. I immediately just... Well, I wouldn't know that. Never mind.
And they are accompanied by someone.
Oh,
Oh. I see you're all here. I assume everything's going all right?
Maybe not really, but
Yeah. Not
this
at
is
all,
kind of good.
actually.
Maybe we can all work together.
Yes, I think that would be nice. The man speaks up. This man wearing these blue robes, having this long, silvery, platinum scarf. Has a shoulder pauldron on one shoulder.
Hello there.
Hello there.
My name's Veritas.
Ah. Good to meet you, Veritas. You can call me the Grandmaster of Flowers.
Oh,
does
no.
this title sound
Inside.
familiar?
You can roll a history check, Eve.
I break the
Grandmaster
fucking
of
wall.
flowers.
Shit! God damn it.
Unfortunately, no.
This is the same person I saw her with before.
Yes.
I have some knowledge of dragons.
You can roll history.
I will certainly try.
Roll high.
Well, I don't get to decide that.
That's a weird long name you have.
Well, it's more of a title.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I kind of gave up my name when I took the title.
Ah,
Oh, that's too
Veritas
bad.
had no name. Veritas was given name.
Although I do accept Flowers as an acceptable short.
Well, is there something we can help you with, Mr. Flowers?
Yes, I was just speaking with Tia about some events that have been taking place. I am here, however, on business with Tommen.
And good thing he said he was going to be leaving soon, so you caught him just in time.
Well, I would hope so. He is waiting for me, after all.
Does this ring any bells?
Yeah, he told you.
Mr. Flowers. Don't mind to pry, but Tommen is a dear friend of all of ours. What business might this pertain to?
It is unfortunate business, as I am here to arrest him.
Would Virgil be able to make the connection?
Yeah. Given you just heard that information.
Arrest Tommen. So you go by another name too, don't you?
There's some that would call me another name, yes.
Just
That other name has
Fine.
met one of you already. Kind of motions over to Bosch. But I'm not exactly like him. And I do prefer being
I'm pretty
called
sure-
being called Flowers.
this night has been filled with just misery upon misery, with a little light of hope.
I
Is there
certainly hope
anything-
I'm not misery.
No, but the act that you're about to act upon will. I'm scared that it will.
I
See,
assure you that Tommen is in good company. Me and him go way back.
don't doubt that at all. But what I'm getting at is, Amin has opened his domain to us many times. He's gave us shelter. He's assisted us in very minuscule ways. Saved our lives. A grand scale for. And you see Virgil actually like cartoon style gulp. He saved us from certain death and events. I don't know why you're here to arrest him, but whatever he did, he had a good reason. He wouldn't do it.
Eve pipes up at this. He hasn't stepped in to save everyone directly, but his establishment is an oasis of positivity and neutrality and safety for any who seek it, and that is sorely needed in this world. I hope that that will be taken into consideration. And also, just so you know, I was there to see what happened that got him into this mess.
I am aware of the circumstances regarding what happened.
So if if any testimony is needed to further shed light on what happened that day, if I can be of any assistance, please, if there's any way that I can be called upon.
If you are needed, you will be called upon. But as it stands right now, it will start out with a hearing and then move on to trial. This can take... Well, I'm not really sure how long it'll take.
All right.
But do not worry. Tommen has many allies in Celestia.
That's good. He deserves some.
Yes. It is just... We are concerned about what has happened. Already there have been consequences of these actions. As the two of you, I'm sure, no doubt know.
Yeah, we met him, and we will fix this somehow. You don't know how long the trial's going to last. The longer Tommen's away, things are just going to fall further down into the despair I was talking about. Tommen gave us an item that allows us to come here. His tavern, if need be. And if he didn't give us that, none of us would be standing here talking to you right now.
We purchased it, as per the rules of his establishment.
Yes, I'm aware. It is a very clever way to skirt around some of the rules. But honestly, I kind of commend him for finding ways to do good in the world while also keeping the contracts in check. Because it is extremely fortunate that it was just those two that slipped through. It could have been so much worse. We are fortunate that it was just those two. The Raven Queen should be commended as well for her swift action to close the breach.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Commended. Only when things get dire should she be commended, yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Do you have any say in this upcoming hearing?
Me personally, I do not. Bahamut does, however.
Nice,
Right,
is
but
that
I know that
different?
guy.
Yes, we do know you, Bosch, and we appreciate you showing Tia around.
I mean, it's been more than that. Tia's kept us safe times than I can count.
That is good to hear.
Do Bahamut and Tommen also go way back, or just you, Mr. Flowers?
It is a complicated relationship between me and Bahamut. Unfortunately, it's information that I cannot just share, as it is something that is kind of mostly just between me and him.
Right, sorry.
But I can assure you, Bahamut will do everything in his power to keep Tommen safe.
Good. I'm counting on it. And, well, good luck. And remember what I said, I guess, about testimony.
Of course. And good luck to all of you on your own mission. Stillhavity is not an idle threat.
No, he is not. Thank you, sir.
Of course. And he will walk into the bar. Wow, that was intense. Yes,
I
flowers.
have a lot of questions about what's going on, but maybe what Virgil was talking about is a good idea, and we can all just get caught up.
Yes. I suppose I should share what I was doing. Flowers was informing me about the events happening in Celestia, a lot of which was kind of private, as not everyone should know about the things that happen in heaven, but yes. Things are going well home.
Above board question.
Oh?
Were we ever actually told by Bosch that Tia was the daughter of Bahamut, or did he just say, hey, we've got a dragon now?
I'm not sure if Bosch ever did reveal anything.
I don't think so.
I would have to go back and listen to the tape. My instinct says that no, I would have said this is Tia, she's a dragon. That would have been the end of the conversation.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I think I said that I had to talk to Bahamut.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember reacting to you talking to Bahamut. I just don't remember if you mentioned that she was the daughter of Bahamut.
Yes, I do believe this would be the first time you're hearing about her having a direct connection with Celestia, though.
Eve kind of stares at her. Oh, that was your... That was... okay.
He's... It's kind of strange and hard to explain what Flowers is.
Understandable. But does this mean that that you are basically royalty?
Some would say that all dragons are royalty.
I mean, fair.
But I think the title is a bit garish. And plus it makes too many barriers between, well, my kind and yours.
There's already too many barriers between our kinds.
Exactly.
Anyways. Boss, you're going to the carnival to get Sully and Sully and Wilhelm. There are...
Oh, Sully and Wilhelm. I did see them while I was conversating with Bahamut. I mean, Flowers.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Alman asked us to take care of them while he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Veritas going as well to help.
Yeah. It sounded like Lolly's going to be safe in Prismere. Something about special rules for children. And Omen might be able to handle himself, but he doesn't remember. I don't know, but I've got his bag here.
He wants us to take them both into Prismere with us.
Yeah, kind of thinks that going to Prismere is safer than staying here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, that's That's rough.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if
he said
anything's safe.
something about like powerful people, about his connection with them, and can't so much go to Prismere. It'll be harder.
Eve glances around, suddenly realizing that they're still standing outside the bar, yes?
Roll a perception check.
Oh god. Man, I am rolling like shit today.
Alright.
Ooh.
Well, luckily she's not hiding.
Uh.
As you see a familiar form kind of leaning against one of the walls in the alleyway. You see Chelly there.
Oh. Eve kind of gives an awkward wave towards Celebi.
She'll walk over. Kind of gives Gazrakul a bit of a glance, then shifts over to Virgil. I do apologize. I had to speak to my father.
Oh, I know.
I know you know.
You don't know.
I
Speaking
understand.
of the conversation at hand, what a coincidence that showed up now, since we got me and Gaz followed you.
I'm aware.
Overheard the conversation and was about to fill in everybody else here of said conversation. Because if, my opinion, if we're going to survive Prismere and any other endeavor that you walk head first into, all cards have to be on the table.
Alright.
I mean, she did already tell us that she was still reporting to him, so...
No, I'm not getting at that. I'm getting at the fact that Eve, why the hell does still have a thing for you? Specifically you.
You're asking the wrong person, Virgil. I wish I knew. I thought that he was just exploiting my weakness. That's why he offered me a deal in the first place. I don't know, maybe he doesn't like to lose. I didn't take his deal, now he's angry about it? I don't know. This seems like an awful lot of trouble to go to for just a minor grudge.
It does feel like more.
Well, he's supposed to keep you alive until you're not meant to be alive anymore, apparently.
Eve just kind of looks over at Celebi.
She gives a nod.
So, how long has that been the thing? Because from what I recall, you started hanging around with me way back when.
Those were the orders I received after defeating Caravane.
Huh. Okay. Alright. Huh.
And
I have no idea what he wants from me. I don't know why he's so interested in my soul. I don't know why that Dreadlord... I don't know why anyone is interested in my soul. I can't think of a single thing that is special about me or my soul.
Veritas rolls over by your feet, Eve. And you hear...
That's not true.
Kind of like pats him. I appreciate that, buddy, but
Wish.
God, I need to stop doing that. Doesn't change the facts, though.
Maybe he's not after you specifically, Eve. Maybe you're a key to his plan. He has to deal something with your family, anything, get a hand up on any body, whatever his plan is. What the hell do your family do?
I don't... My
You have
mother's...
to know.
My mother is... We shouldn't be talking about this outside. Can we go inside?
But go in there,
No,
disrupt the
Oh, that's right. Shite.
guard that is literally arresting our only friend out of everybody we've met.
Eve's face kind of crumpled a little bit at this.
After this moment, we no longer have the weasel to rely on.
We'd also like to point out that confession of a crime does not absolve one of it. Bringing Chelaviv anywhere with us exposes us to great danger. As I noted today, she withheld information from her father, but there's nothing to say that he will not ferret out what she keeps from him.
That is not true. Veritas believe in Big Sister.
We gotta remember, too, that if he finds out that you know about all this, and she's not a useful informant anymore, might do bad stuff to her.
I don't know if he would do anything to her specifically. Apparently he has. Now Virgil looks over at Chelavi. He has something. He's acting as a guardian, not a spy, really. Oh, Chelavi. What does he have?
Unfortunately, he didn't tell me what he had. At least what was concerning to you.
He has something over you. Make you do all these things. He is twisting your arm every moment, and you don't know what it is. And that's really hard to believe.
That I do know. I am.
Veritas slowly rolls over to Chelavi.
Just kind of looking down at you, Veritas.
Veritas looks up.
Virgil, you hear something in your mind.
This can't be good.
I fixed my settings.
Now it's working.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cassandra. I was like, well, that's great.
No problem.
Yes.
I just missed one setting, and I was like, oh, well.
It wouldn't be a D&D session without some technical issue.
We're cursed. Technology hates us.
Yes.
Yes.
But Virgil, you hear that in your mind, and you can see it in her eyes. She is pleading with you. I just want to keep my family safe. And I want to keep Veritas happy.
We don't. Veritas has been with me since the beginning of all this. At this point, he is the closest thing I have to a brother. The guy I physically say is like my brother wants me dead. And once we get to Waterdeep, I can only imagine your father has him or something I've forgotten about already. Because not only is Garrett wanting me dead in Waterdeep, but Slavity has a surprise for me. I can't even imagine what it could be.
It's another pretty lady. The cage for your soul.
I'm his boy he's playing with at this point. The one he wants is her.
Eve looks uncomfortable.
I don't know if he has plans for the rest of you. I'm getting rather annoyed with secrecy and cryptic messages from him that we get from Chelavi when I was practically forced to cast a spell for all of us to get this out. I believe that our secrets are going to be our downfall. Just found out tonight what happened to me in my past.
I mean, in a way, that's great, right? You've been trying to find out that for so long.
It is, and running joke that you've all been making is true. And it's not at the same time, it's hard to explain in a way. I am Nathaniel Finch, and yet I'm not. I am Virgil Wintersbane, yet I'm not.
Virgil is Virgil.
Wish it was that simple.
Isn't it, though? Don't you get to decide, know through what you do, who you are?
True, I do. I get the decision to make whether to help or inflict. But I wasn't there. The meeting you've all informed me of, and what if you run into someone that recognizes me? Nathaniel. I play as him? Or I jeopardize whatever life I'm leading in the lives of yours? Conflict that I'm happy that a answer came forth. I just don't know what to do with it right now. No, choices I have to make aren't going to be easy. None of our choices are easy. The last time we had an easy choice was what inn do we stay at. That's always been the weasel. So that in itself was an easy choice at some point. After tonight, we have no more easy choices. Don't have a place of secrecy where we can walk and hope that prying eyes aren't watching or listening in on us. Well, for all I know right now, vile blood is listening on me. Hell could be listening in on me.
Virgil!
Veritas pipes up.
Buddy.
I thought I was gonna die. Many times. Seemed like things were gonna go very bad. Sometimes felt like the end. When you were taken away. When the dragon showed up. But somehow we keep scraping by. We keep making it together. Against the odds.
And he like goes up right in front of your boot.
We got this.
I hope you're right. I do. I mean, keep running into forces that are superior than us, and you're right, we somehow make it out.
And how about voicing our secrets? I think that's a good idea.
He looks over at Chelavi. You think you have enough strength to be my sword again?
And the blob form of Veritas nods as it transforms into this serpent pattern sword with a purple gem and hilt. And you see that the blade is kind of like split, almost like that of a mouth. And it rests on your legs.
I'm gonna pick it up and look at the new design. Like your touch. Nice.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you, Virgil.
Why can't you speak like that all the time? You don't gotta go the high pitched voice, man.
No one asked. No one said anything. Eve seemed like she enjoyed it.
She did?
Is this out loud or in Virgil's head?
This is out loud.
Yeah, no, this whole conversation's been fucking out loud.
Eve kind of blinks and looks momentarily befuddled.
I mean, you should just, talk the way you are.
I do. Whatever I am, whatever it's needed in the situation, that's how I talk.
Well, it's not just about what's needed, Veritas. Just talk the way you want to talk.
That is what I do. That is what I do, Eve.
Good.
So, after we go find, Ellie, where the hell are we gonna sleep?
Ah,
We still have our abode.
What are you guys talking
there.
about?
what?
We've got
Oh.
we're building.
We didn't tell you about our place?
Oh, yeah.
You
I mean, we
bought-
were right outside there.
Sorry.
Wait. You bought... How the
No.
hell did you get a house?
Well, you
We
see,
didn't
we
buy
didn't...
anything.
Yeah, no, we didn't buy it. It was actually given to us as a reward for protecting Vandalin.
Yes.
So we do have an outpost now that we can shack up in. It's been rather nicely furnished according to Chilpoost's designs.
You know, I imagine.
Yes, they found a rather nice carpenter.
Mr. Carpenter, I think it was.
Yes.
He did a good job. He repaired or finished the place for the birds up top.
The pigeon coop?
Right,
Yes.
the pigeons.
Oh, gods.
I sent my regards to Al Capone.
What? Who's into birds here?
More like the
We made a
birds
deal
are.
with them.
More like the birds are into us.
Confusion over Virgil's face.
There are some weird birds in this city, Virgil. Did you ever notice that when you were here before?
Kind of made us an offer that we couldn't refuse.
Virgil, go ahead and roll a history check to see if you've heard.
Okay.
See if you've heard of the pigeon mafia.
You heard?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
10. What the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna metaphorically take a stab in the dark here. Bosh, did you talk to any animals like you used to do in the forest by Vandalin and...
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. Talking, but okay, I'll just have to see it when we get there, because this is all very bizarre and weird, but in a good way, I guess. It doesn't have to deal with gods or stillhavity or anything like that, so...
Yet.
It's a...
Oh,
Sorry.
We'll fucking kill all the birds!
And then they teamed up with the crab mafia.
the pigeons were mocks the whole time!
That's the best part of having shape change. That's the best part of having a shape changer as your big bad. Anything could be the big bad.
Sure!
Finally, the big bad can be the real, true big bad of D&D. Doors.
Hey, said, so you saw of the two were at the carnival. Oh, I guess we should all make our way there and gather them and head to our house.
Yeah.
It's weird to say.
It is furnished as well.
Yes. Tia pipes up. Last place I saw them was on the southern end of the carnival, around the Pixie Kingdom and the Mystery Mine, I believe.
Oh.
Although
Yeah, sure, I totally remember where that is.
just past the
Go
Hall of
to the
Illusions.
left.
Okay.
It's where I went when we first entered. Near that
Oh.
area, I believe. The snail races.
Yes.
Doug.
Although that was a
We
little
do
bit ago,
also-
I'm not sure if they're still there.
We do also need to figure out where the hell's this goddamn portal is. So...
Baby steps, I guess. Just one thing at a time.
yeah,
Alright.
Let's go find 2 missing people, I guess.
let's go.
Off we go.
Alright. You all head off back to the carnival. Getting back to the carnival, you see that it is still surprisingly active, despite how frickin' late it is. And as you kind of walk back onto the carnival grounds, you almost feel a little bit invigorated. Any like a tiredness or exhaustion you are feeling from it being late kind of just seems to seep away as you enter back onto the fairgrounds.
Oh. Carnival of speed.
That's rather convenient.
Alright, so travel as a group, no more splitting up, and we can
Right.
find them.
No splitting up. You hear that, everyone? No splitting up.
Yeah, I got it, Eve. I won't go anywhere, okay?
Good, good. I was mostly aiming that at you.
And I got the feeling.
Alright. So which do you head off to first?
I think we should do the buddy system, as Eve recommends.
I agree, and the
do
best
split
buddy
up.
system is just stay together. That way we're all buddies.
More eyes looking at different directions as a group is probably best right now.
Eve, you feel a telepathic link in your mind. There. We should be able to communicate what we find.
Okay, alright. That's good. You hear back. Okay, alright. 2 different groups it is. Veritas, let me know if anything bad happens, okay?
Will, indeed.
Alright. So real quickly, what are the groups? And where are they going?
What are the groups?
I'm assuming it's me and Virgil.
That's correct.
Then what?
It has to be you and girlfriend. I mean,
Eve has to be a separate team for the telepathic link to make sense.
Yep.
So is
What?
Gazrakul going with Virgil and Veritas?
for Eve.
Is Chelavi here still?
Shelby does seem to be kind of lingering around.
Okay.
I don't like that.
You have yet to tell her to leave.
Embrace the uncomfortable, cause
We're thinking about it. I've got this handy dandy vial.
God.
Probably not best to use it in the fair, though. That'd be,
I'll bring the mood down real well.
just a little.
No.
Or to the fucking 9. Just opens up. Here comes the deal. Like, oh, cool. Yeah, that's happening now.
It's just like, if I get lucky, it's just like 8 or so abyssal chickens. That might be fun.
Was it fun in Zelda?
Never underestimate the chickens.
I mean, we are at the fair. Do we want to just do stuff at the fair too?
We're never leaving this fair.
Oh, this is the fucking island of the Lotus Eaters. Fuck.
It really is. Well.
There's that whole thing with the crowning of the monarch.
Nobody told. No, wait, Virgil, did you tell Eve that you had investigated the mannequin and you didn't think it was relevant?
I did not investigate it. I just looked over and I was like, I saw you laughing at a mannequin. That's it. I've never gone to the mannequin.
Okay, so nobody told Eve that they investigated the mannequin.
Nope.
I don't think we said anything.
Yeah. The only thing
Investigate?
Veritas just laughed his ass off.
Okay, well, I know there's something I want to check out before we go, but first things first, we definitely need to find Solly and Wilnan, so that should be our first priority.
Oh yeah, if they try to go back and it's just a tree there, we're gonna be upset.
Exactly.
Then we should split up so that we can find them faster.
Agreed.
Yes. Although I will say, just as a point of something that would make sense to all of you, you assume that you have, as long as the carnival is still, ongoing. They would probably stick around, until the end of the carnival. Would be a reasonable assumption to make.
They might get worn out by a big event like this and leave early.
Nope. Nope. The carnival's designed to not wear.
Oh, that's right.
Make you stay and fucking do shit.
Damn, that's a good business model.
Yes, it is.
Las Vegas. Make the exit hard to find.
So
we will accompany Eve in order to maintain the buddy system.
Eve gives Gazrakul like a vaguely weird look, but nods.
And because they know about the mannequin and they just kind of want to see Eve go at it blind.
God damn it, of course.
You gotta enjoy the small cruelties.
Right,
I can respect that.
Elvie, how about you accompany me and Veritas? Spend quality time with your brother, I guess. You guys can walk while I keep an eye out for the two.
Would you like to accompany us, sister?
Roll a persuasion check.
Motherfucking damn you! Like,
oh,
seriously?
she wants to stay with her target. Goddamn soul target.
Or perhaps wants to stay away from someone else.
That too.
Or why not both?
No.
Both is good.
I think it would be best that I don't leave Eve alone with a murderer.
I think that makes good sense, sister.
Yes, it does make sense to protect Eve from the one who feeds information to one who could murder the entire plane.
Girls, you're both pretty.
We know.
Eve, roll a persuasion check.
Oh god!
Gosh, which head does the hair flip?
Isn't it better if they all do it in simultaneous
Oh, I reroll these.
Shelly kind of looks at you just... Really?
Oh! Buddy, did you not know that Chalavi? You are gorgeous. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
I feel kind of bad that I was being a dick about it, but yes. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Bosh, Tia, where do you guys want to head?
I guess we'll let's head up towards the north.
Yes, we can search the northern air to see if they've moved on to other locations.
Oh, so
Original, we'll go south.
okay, so we're doing 3 groups. Okay.
It would seem so.
Alright, I guess we go, west? There's definitely something I want to check out over there anyway.
Alright.
Sister, if you can inform Bosch and Tia if anything happens, make the buddy system just that much better.
I will do what I can. Veritas, roll an insight check.
Insight.
Yeah, she's got this.
Puffs out the hilt a bit. All right.
And break!
Alright. You all split off into your separate groups. Each of you heading off to your own points of interest. Eve, you start getting closer to that one box with the mannequin inside.
Mm-hmm. Do I roll a save?
Do you approach it?
Eve kind of, like, glares and rolls her sleeves up as she approaches.
Alright.
But yep, she approaches.
Alright, give me a wisdom save.
Yep. Ah! I hate everything. God damn it. Hey, how about Gaz and Celebi?
Gazrakul doesn't approach. He stays out of what he believes is the effective range of the enchantment.
God damn. I mean, Gaz, damn it.
Gazrakul, you watch Eve roll her sleeves up, kind of do the Popeye march towards this mannequin, and Eve, you start to chuckle a little bit.
Oh no. Oh no.
But you shove it. But you shove that feeling back down. You will not be stopped. Not this time. The save is 13.
Yes!
And you are able to march up to this mannequin.
There's a quiet look of mild disappointment on the faces of the 3 dragons.
Eat it! Eve storms up and slams her hands down on the counter of the stall.
No. Fuck. Fuck.
Oh. Been hanging out with fucking Virgil too much. Shit.
Eve, both Eve and Gaz, you both start hearing laughter. Eve from behind you.
Oh god!
You look and you see rolling on the floor, Shelby.
Eve turns around and looks like she's caught between feeling sympathetic and delighted.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long though. She kind of stops after a few seconds, gets up, and just kind of dusts herself off very quickly. I think you were looking at that?
Now you hear quiet, voluntary wheezing.
You notice that Chelovy's face is several shades redder.
Eve just kind of smiles at her. Yep, that's a thing that happens. Anyway.
The shades increase in redness.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, this freaking thing glares back at the mannequin.
Alright, roll an investigation check.
Yes, please, thank you!
Also, you have guidance.
I do?
You do.
What was that again? What
It's
die
a
was
D4.
it?
Right, a 17. You look over it and you gather the same information that both Bosch and Gazrakul gathered. That it seems to be depicting this woman with raven hair, kind of a young adult woman that has a green flowing cape in this very typical witch's attire. And you see that same marking, that same tattoo underneath the... Hold up, which eye was it?
I want to say the left, but
Actually, no, it's her right. It's her right eye. It's on
Left is...
on your left, but it's her right eye. There's this fork-like tattoo kind of just underneath the eye. And I'd like you to roll a history check.
Okay.
Eve.
Oh.
Have you met this person before? Like this hazy, distant memory. You feel like you've seen this person before.
That's it.
That's it.
God damn it, Max. Eve will slowly take out her journal and start sketching the tattoo in the margins. While looking very confused. When she's done, she just kind of leans forward on the stall with like her head tilted, staring at this mannequin probingly. Now, question. When the couple was originally here, the woman wasn't affected by the laughter when she walked over. She was already standing there, right?
Correct.
Okay, so this thing has some agency over when it chooses to do stuff.
Or perhaps she had passed her save.
Until that very moment.
Until that very moment, yes.
Eve tilts her head looking at this mannequin. And just says, "So, who are you then?" "Someone I know, maybe."
You get no response as you are talking to a mannequin.
It was worth a shot. Eve looks around inside the stand. Is there anything else in there, or just the mannequin?
Just the mannequin.
Okay. Guys, did you... Looking back, did you guys see this before?
You notice that Gazrakul is suspiciously far away.
Hey, over there, guys. You wanna take a closer look? Maybe you can catch something that my weak little eyes can't.
We have already performed a thorough investigation of the mannequin. It is a representation of Natasha Yaga.
Uh-huh. Did you notice that it seems to have a mind of its own?
This was not observed.
And you don't think it's just a tad strange that the person we are here specifically to look for, she gestures at the mannequin, just happens to be set up in a stall?
We felt that bringing one of your knowledge would put pieces together that we may have missed.
Eve looks vaguely offended. And then vaguely sheepish.
I mean, it's here, it's casting spells, it's very suspicious.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what else to do with that.
It is something of a paradox. It could have great meaning, but it could just as likely be nothing.
Well, whatever it is, it seems to be causing a lot of trouble.
Eve turns around and looks at it.
I wonder.
Oh god, would I be screwing us all over if I did oh god. Let's find out, I guess. Because Eve really hates this thing. Eve's gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
Alright. Roll a charisma check.
Oh, I re-rolled those. Oh, that's still not good.
15. You cast your dispel magic on the mannequin, and it feels as though the mannequin's cloak noticeably stops billowing, and it just kind of seems to get a little darker.
Eve kind of crosses her arms and gives like a satisfied nod toward it, and then motions with her head toward Gazrakul.
Hey, you guys want to help me test something out? Come over here a second.
Go on, Chalabi.
Chalabi's already here.
You approach?
We move towards... Yeah,
right,
we approach.
You approach, and as you approach, I would like you to not make a saving throw as she has dispelled the enchantment.
Bless.
Eve smiles and kind of dusts her hands off.
Okay, well that satisfies my petty grudge. I guess we get back to the search for now.
Alright. In the meantime, Virgil and Veritas, you have made your way down the other thoroughfare and find yourselves at the Mystery Mine. Looking upon the location, you see that, propelled by magic, there are mine carts laden with fairgoers, trundling into open caves that are carved to be like a dragon's mouth, and the carts reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement. Near the entrance, you see a male dwarf dressed in a very stereotypical wizard outfit as he shouts out, "Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the Mystery Mine." You notice that he has very big, bushy eyebrows, wears a pointed hat, and holds a large clockwork contraption shaped like a giant eye.
That looks rather fun, Master Virgil. Virgil.
You're fine. You know, since I've been here, it has caught my eye. And Virgil will start walking up to the door.
Ah, yes, you there. Would you like to face your fears of your mind inside the Mystery Mine?
don't know. Veritas, do we want to face our fears?
I would gladly try.
Ah.
Before we face our fears, I have one quick question.
Aye, lad.
I know you've seen many folks come in out of tunnels, but have you seen, and he describes Wilhelm and
Oh, a drow, huh? I'll admit, I haven't seen many drows. But I do think maybe, and let me roll for him. Yeah, I do think I saw a drow not too long ago. Kind of walking around with a small human, it looked like.
Yeah.
They seem to be having a good time.
Oh, who couldn't have a beautiful time here at this place?
Yes, I do believe I saw them head towards the Pixie Kingdom, though.
I think we should go there first before we lose a complete trail.
I agree. We'll be back to face our fears momentarily.
Are you sure you wouldn't want to now?
Oh, we're looking for two, and we need to find them sooner rather than later.
We can come back, though, right?
Oh, of course.
It would only be a moment.
Alright. You head on over to the Pixie Kingdom.
By the way, because Veritas is in sword form and he isn't able to put on his wings, he has mimicked wings on the sword.
Gotcha.
Fucking hilt our fairy wings. Oh god.
Yep.
Alright. You see a collection of oak trees that shelter a miniaturized fairground. At its heart, you see a hamster running inside of a tiny Ferris wheel, encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls. And you see a pixie sits cross-legged in the hollow of a tree at the entrance to this place. Hello there. Name's Jeremy Plum, and if you want to come inside the Pixie Kingdom, you'll need to let me punch your ticket.
Mr. Plum. We are looking for individuals. Orf over at the Mystery Mine said he saw them over here at some point not too long ago. Short, human woman, and a drow male. You seen them by chance?
I have. They came and visited the kingdom not too long ago.
They're no longer here.
I don't recall if they're in there or not.
There are multiple exits to this place?
No, just the one.
Alright. I'll reach into one of his pockets and pull out a ticket that's been punched twice already.
The piece of paper comes out of like the twin tip of the sword. That has 4 punches in it already, I believe.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and another thing. While you're in there, I would recommend playing the role.
Role?
Yes. Well, inside the Pixie Kingdom, all are pixies. So it'd be best if you, took on the role. I take it that you have a very bland human name.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
So I'd recommend that you take on a much more bright and energetic name while you're inside.
Not really the bright and energetic type, honestly.
I have
got
some
any
suggestions.
I'm all ears.
Cool. Roll a d8. I have a table for this.
Fucking course you do.
I love this book. How does Toad Hop sound?
Toad Hop it is, I guess.
All right, then, Master Toad Hop.
You're saying there can't be any like moody goth pixies.
With
Toad
that
Hop.
fucking name. The word hop in it.
And
What up?
And your sword presented me a ticket. I guess they're a member. A bit odd, but you got a name for yourself?
I am Veritas. I'm guessing that's not colorful enough.
It's a bit fancy. Maybe a bit something a bit more colorful, more springy.
Not very.
Not quite.
Naming is quite hard.
It can be. I got some ideas for you, though.
All right.
Roll a d8. How's cobweb sound?
Cobwebs?
That sure has a spring to it.
I am Cobwebs.
Yeah.
Well,
nice to meet you, Toad Hop, Cobweb. First thing you have to do, though, before entering in, after punching your tickets, is you'll need to drink these. And he'll present each of you a little tiny potion.
how tiny are we talking here? Like shot glass small? Smaller.
It's, oh god. What's, like, the little bottles of alcohol at, like, a hotel?
Like a
Oh
tincture?
my god. Baby bottles, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little tiny things.
Okay.
It is a pixie, after all, that's handing you these.
What exactly are these for?
They're to let you in. Be a little bit
I
hard
have
to
drink just to get in there.
You do.
Out of curiosity, Virgil's gonna put his hand past the threshold. Does it go through?
It does. It's less about can and more like, look, just drink it and you'll be fine.
You see one of the sharp blades extend out and grab one of the little bottles.
All right.
Assuming it's corked, he'll uncork it and here's Cobweb. And he drinks it.
Cheers, Toad Hop.
All right.
Yep. Opening the blade's mouth open, pours in the drink.
All right. It tastes like a pixie stick.
That's really sweet. Oh.
All right. Go on in.
Have a good one.
Cheers.
And we enter the kingdom.
All right. As you cross the threshold, it You watch as you get closer to the pixie kingdom, it almost seems to start to kind of loom over you, almost seeming to grow in size. But you quickly realize it is not growing, you are shrinking. You are now both tiny creatures.
The hell just happened?
We have shrunken, Master Toadhop.
I really don't like this.
You hear a slight chuckle.
Oh, thank God the others aren't here to see this. Alright, let's just get this over with.
Alright. You walk into the kingdom. And Bosch and Tia, you have head up north. Anywhere in particular you wanting to stop, or?
But we will be searching, or I was going to be searching. And as we're walking, I will say, I was going to try to make some excuse, that maybe we'd be looking, but I'm just going to lay it out. You want to back on the swans and finish? We're kind of interrupted.
I guess that would be nice. And from the looks of it, the swans do go around the entire carnival. Maybe we'll find something too. But I like
right.
Alright. Heading on back to the gondola swans, you see that same big swan.
It is in fact Featherine.
The swan looks over to you just like, "Oh, you're back! Gosh, it's been a while."
It's been a couple hours, but we said we are gonna come back for the full experience.
Yeah, I heard about what happened to the Big Top though. That was crazy. I'm just glad.
So that's not normal here.
Oh no. I'm just glad that Burley was able to stop him.
Yeah, he did great.
You never suspect from such a guy like him. Normally he's always muttering on about poetry and whatnot. Always has his nose in a book.
I was gonna say what kind of books he likes, but it sounds like poetry books, huh?
He does. But anyway, hop on. We'll get back to where we were.
Okay. And if I know you were doing real great, with talking about all the stuff around, but maybe we kind of wanted to just talk less. Is that okay?
Yeah, I suppose you can.
Yeah, and I know, you. All right. So we're going on the gondola tour?
Yes, you are. You start slowly traveling via this boat pulled via swan around the Witchlight Carnival. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you see anyone.
Okay.
Natural 20.
25.
All right. You do in fact see Wilnan traveling kind of through behind like the staff area and heading towards the Hall of Illusions, you can see that Wilnan seems to be wandering around in this area, around the bubble pop teapot. But you, with a natural 20, you notice that he is alone and seems to be looking.
Huh. Okay, that's concerning. As we're going around, I'll also, like, I don't know that Tia has seen that. We'll point out, like, oh, hey, there's Wilnan, but he's all alone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can deal with that, when we're all the way back.
Yes. I hope everything's alright.
I hope so too. I was thinking about something. I know you've been in this kind of human form. You're worried about what people will think around town. But, a lot of people saw you help out, when that thing jumped out and attacked. Maybe that'll, solidify your reputation so that people will like having a dragon around.
Maybe. But there's also those that... It's not just about not scaring those that are fearful of dragons, but there's also those that worship dragons that I would like to avoid as well.
Didn't know about that. Something you can talk about?
I can talk about it. It's just it's strange to have your kind and others throw themselves at you, more or less, revering us as gods of some kind. But we are just as prone to mistakes as all of you. And we can die. Bosch, roll an insight check.
Okay. That's the Bosch we know and love.
Got a bit heavy, but other than that.
Yeah, that would be, it would be weird when people, like you say, throw themselves at you. It's so much to think about. I guess they just don't know you like we do.
And I'm glad to have known you.
I took to heart what you said about being a princess and not wanting to stand on ceremony and all that kind of stuff. I get it, like all of the important, well, I don't know about all. The important nobles that I've met, I think so far, haven't been that great people. I mean, the Lord Neverember, I don't know about him. The Lady Eschatel is shady. You know, the Kenshas are just awful.
Yeah.
I guess they're vampires, so maybe it's something different. I don't know, but at the same time, I guess, I imagine someone like a princess, it would kind of be like you.
I have often heard the saying that power often corrupts those that seek it. But power in the hands of someone who deserved it, but didn't seek it, they have a tendency to last a bit longer.
I don't. Guess we've seen that in the other people. I don't know. I feel like with us, just things have come at us instead of us really doing anything about it. I don't know. Like, we just do the best we can.
And that's all you can do. And you have succeeded greatly for a lot of people.
Messed up a lot of stuff, too.
Yes, but we all make mistakes. It's about learning from those mistakes that make us who we are.
So you're, I know you can't talk about everything, but got good news from home? Things are going well?
Things are going. For the most part, it is going quite well. There was a bit of troubling news that I did receive. But I wouldn't want to trouble you with it.
Bring this together. Something I can help with. I mean, we certainly got a lot on our plate, but I want to know.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
It's mostly just politics and things of that nature. Honestly, rather boring.
Well, like I said, we got a lot. There's only so much we can do.
But we'll do our best.
Oh, we will. I'm worried about us taking care of Wilnan and Sale. I mean, guess Wilnan doesn't remember stuff, and Sale's, I mean, So young.
Yeah. It's quite sad, the two of them. I like you to roll their insight.
Making me do all the rolls here. Hey, 21.
Okay.
Oh, Barber.
She knows something about them.
You know something about them.
And specifically about their tragedies, more or less.
I mean, know a whole lot about Wilnan. He make a great soup, but I don't know. I feel guess we could have done more. Solly already. Like having Tom in there was a godsend. And a place for her to where she's safe. We just keep dragging her from one danger to another.
It's not your fault. And honestly, you saved her. Things would be a lot worse if it wasn't for all of you. For her.
Yeah. If the worst happens with Tommen, I know it's not great to think about, but if he's not coming back, where do you think? You know a lot more about this stuff than I do. We should do with Solly. She can't come along with us all the time. Like she's gonna get hurt doing that.
Yes, but there is the business concerning Tommen. If I understand correctly, the ones that escaped will be looking for why they were able to.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would look for those connected to Tommen. And unfortunately, Wilnan and Sully are one of those people. As unfortunate as it sounds, until you could find someplace truly safe for Sully and Wilnan, they might need to come with you. With us.
You know what? This is a long shot right here. But, as long as we're thinking about this stuff. They said that Zybilna helps children who are in trouble. You can find her and also help her out of whatever trouble she's in. Maybe she can help with Solly.
Maybe. Perhaps a blessing in disguise, then. For Sully, at least. And who knows, maybe we'll find something for Wilnan as well. After all, Tasha was an expert on enchantment magic, which involves memory. Maybe can do something for him as well.
Think someone did a spell on him that made him forget?
No. For him it is shock. He experienced a trauma not too long ago.
so sad.
Roll a perception check. You hear her mutter under her breath. You have no idea. All right.
Well, we ought to be easy on that guy then, I guess. I was just treating him as the guy who makes the soup.
You'll find that everyone has a story of some kind. Even the two dreadlords that came through have one as well.
Probably get into a situation like that, you gotta have a sad story.
Yes.
Is Tia's like posture right now?
She seems a bit melancholy and a little sad given the conversation topics. Like a lot of empathy for the subjects of conversation. So a bit slumped, kind of.
We'll place a hand on one of hers.
She'll take it in her grip.
I was hoping this would be more of a fun ride, but I don't know. It's like kind of killed the mood.
No, it's fine. We were here for them after all.
Then at that, I will reach an arm around her shoulder.
She'll kind of snuggle in a little closer. And you two enjoy a nice little boat ride. And as we watch the little boat kind of being drawn by this large, elegant swan, looking out on the carnival, see tiny Virgil and Veritas trudging into a small pixie kingdom. Eve, Gazrakul, and Chelavi are... what are Eve, Gazrakul, and Chelavi doing?
Good question.
Yes, I should have asked. Where are you heading off to?
Well, I think our plan was just to head west around this little ring. Just keeping our eyes peeled for our quarry.
Then one last perception check before we end.
Okay.
Yeah. Funny point of order, I want to make it known that Cool doesn't take his eyes off Chelaviv. There's always at least one head looking at Chelaviv.
Alright.
That must hurt your neck.
Nah, they're long and stretchy.
Eve, you can roll again. Chelavi is providing advantage.
Oh, okay.
Should have said that. My bad.
Oh,
well.
Thanks anyway, Chelavi.
Well, let me then roll for something. Okay. as you turn away from the familiar mannequin, you kind of look towards the west and you see that familiar Hall of Illusions. And you swear you see a small girl heading on in. Of a familiar shock of hair.
Eve, like, grabs one each of Chelavi and Gazrakul's arms and, like, tugs on them.
Hey, did you guys see that?
You what?
There in the Hall of Illusions, I thought I saw. Maybe Solly Quinn?
What? No stone left unturned.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Oh,
Eve, like, raises one index finger in warning.
if you're going in there, probably don't talk to anything in the mirrors.
They just look at you kind of funny.
You'll see, maybe. Okay, let's go.
Alright. You head on over to the Hall of Illusions once more in search of your friend Sully. And that is where we'll leave tonight's session.
Ah. Good game.